that's being used by everyone, which is presumed to be a public company, until you use your private entity called an express trust to have equitable interest in it. Hence, it cannot just be loosely used as a public company, but they're so used to using it as such that they will want to just do a takeover and construe it as a public one. But since you have an equitable interest, you correct it properly and then say, hey, look, I can still be your creditor. You want to do it this way? Right. Management of the target company may or may not agree with the proposed takeover. See? Management of the target company is ins legis. Remember this video regarding ins legis and we read the definition? Right. Management of the target company may or may not agree with a proposed takeover. And this has resulted in the following takeover classification. There are classifications of takeover. Friendly, that's 1. Hostile, that's 2. Reverse, that's 3. Or backflip. Financing a takeover often involve loans or bonds issues, which may include junk bonds as well as simple cash offers. It can also include shares in a new company. You're not doing this. Letter of credits are the same thing as cash, no different than the UCC defined checks as cash. UCC 9-102, definitions and index of definitions. Number 9, cash proceeds. When you see this word proceeds, it just means anything relating to the transference of money. Cash proceeds means proceeds. Let's just read proceeds. Proceeds. Whatever is acquired upon the sale, lease, license, exchange, or other disposition of collateral. In other words, whatever you acquire. However you acquire, whether you sold it, whether you licensed it, whether you exchanged it, if you acquired to money, that's a proceed. It deals with exchange and income and outgoing on ledgers of money. Whenever money moves, that's what proceed means. Whatever is collected on, distributed on account of collateral, rights arising out of collateral, to the extent of value of collateral, claiming arising under the laws, nonconformity or inference with the use of, defects or infringement, blah, blah, blah. Proceeds is anything that you obtain when money moves. Now let's go back to the definition of cash. Cash proceeds, the movement of cash. What does it mean? Cash proceeds means proceeds that are money, comma, checks. In other words, this word cash, in financial word, when you hear cash, they're not speaking about Benjamins. They're not speaking about Abraham Lincoln. They're not speaking about all those ugly faces and those rectangular thing called Federal Reserve note. They're speaking about checks. Cash also includes checks and accounts, or anything relating to the movement of money. Takeovers. The way that you balance a takeover is through something called cash offers. That letter of credit is the same thing as a check, aka cash offer. Remember just a little bit earlier I mentioned that in business and commerce, negotiation is always part of it. When you offer something, you're a negotiator. When you make this cash offer, aka letter of credit through UCC, in order to deter their hostile takeover, aka a type of takeover which they will try to do, which again, you don't necessarily have to use the UCC 5 as a letter of credit. But my thing is, if you're that deep in the game, you might as well. That's a cash offer. And that type of offer is something that they're not going to refuse because that's what they want anyway. It can also include shares in a new company. You're not going to do this. Then they explain the different type: friendly, hostile, reverse, blah, 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 backflip. All these might sound like joke. Imagine someone just talking about this in regular, backflip takeover. It's going to sound like a joke, but these are actual financial terms and things that occur. Reverse offers that mention IPO. See, these things we're speaking about is how real life works. And the details behind when people say they want to be a secure party creditor, most of these people don't know these things. They don't. They're all just intellectually masturbating while the torque users get comfortable. The complete 20-minute video is on the Patreon page. Take care. Best of luck.